Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we have some interesting news to share with you. According to recent reports, the US and Ukraine, along with other allies, are considering a near-total ban on exports to Russia. This would be a significant increase in economic pressure on President Vladimir Putin over his war. Group of 7 officials are discussing this idea ahead of a leaders' summit in Japan in May. The proposal is still being debated and could change. The approach being discussed by diplomatic envoys would flip the existing sanctions regime around, with all exports banned unless exempted. Under the current criteria, all exports are allowed unless sanctioned. If G7 leaders endorse the move at the summit, exactly what would be excluded would then have to be agreed, with medicines and agricultural products, including food, likely to stay exempted. However, there are potentially serious obstacles to implementation. To come into force in the EU, the new criteria would need to be adopted by all members, and that would set off a testy debate given the likely backlash from companies that still export goods to Russia, alongside the risk of retaliation by Moscow. The G7 members are concerned that the current sanctions have almost halved the value of EU and G7 exports to Russia, but there is still $66 billion worth of goods from Europe, the US, Canada, and Japan going in, according to the Geneva-based Trade Data Monitor. The G7 and EU have imposed several rounds of penalties, some of which included a grace period before coming into effect. If a near-total embargo on exports is imposed, much of the remaining trade flows from these countries with Russia would evaporate. This could also drive Moscow even closer to China as it seeks alternatives to sanctioned goods. So that's all for today's news update. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this news informative and subscribe to our channel for more such updates. Thank you for watching.